uh Father Time accounting for what we've been doing in its journey during its journey through the other 11 houses, which is, like a 30-year cycle, right? Saturn return, 28 to 30-year cycle. And so that's a big thing. Saturn and Neptune are both in Pisces, both in the 12th house, going into 24. So Neptune and Pisces in 12th house, that's the redemption song. We all singing. That's the reasoning I heard y'all blocking on IG. Like, niggas, y'all gotta redeem. Y'all pimped out your mamas and your elders. What's up? What's up? You know? Like, redemption songs gotta be sung when
Gotta
Neptune's
sing it.
in the
Yeah.
12th house, you know?
Time. So you're saying that the time is coming, the time is ripe, right?
The time is here. The time is now. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Beautiful.
So that was one big hallmark of the chart. But then another big theme I saw stand out was the war and the rumors of war. Because starting the year with Mercury retrograde, and I know we all know when Mercury's retrograde, that shit's confused. Our perception is off. Our communication is off. There's misunderstandings in what's said and what's meant, what's heard, you know? And yeah, yeah, yeah. Mercury's retrograde, but also pretty hard conjunct Mars, the war. Mars is it's the Iron Man. He's the weapon maker. He's the metallurgist. Him the conqueror. Him the warrior. So Mars conjunct Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius in the ninth house. Sagittarius and ninth house both rule international relations. So with Mars there, it's going to be war. But with Mercury retrograde there, there's also going to be rumors of war, false flag, uh, you know, like y'all were mentioning, distraction. Brother Rich was mentioning distractions to keep you off focus on what's really going down, you know? All of these are going to be real relevant in 24 with this conjunction of Mars and Mercury retrograde. Yeah, yeah, yeah. One other thing that I think we may see in 24, which is going to be a real game changer. I wouldn't be surprised if some amazing, innovative innovation is rolled out societally, you know, not just created, like how, I saw that there was a man who created a machine that'll make water out of air in 23. But how's that thing being rolled out? And, there's a lot of innovative technologies already of, technically available, right? But it serves other people's interests that they not rolled out, that they kind of kept where they at right now, which is something we could kind of dream and wish for, but is it changing our life? Is it impacting our reality? But some technology might roll out. It might already be invented, right? And for some reason now it's rolling out. Or someone might get that download, all these solar flares popping, right? Someone get the download. Oh yeah, this is how, all right, I got the vision, you know? Northern light showed me the vision. I see clearly now. And bam. But you know, it's going to really change the like way of life, way of work. Another way I see it may manifest, 4-day work week. Like however this thing is going to hit, it's going to impact energy consumption. It's going to impact commuting patterns. It's going to impact the way of life and the way of work on a pretty profound level, right? That's something I would say to look for in 24, you know? And there's really a trinity of planets setting that off with the sun, well, 4 planets actually, but they're creating a grand trine. And that's the sun, moon, Uranus, and Jupiter, all in earth signs, creating almost a grand trine. So that's another something that really stood out in the 24 chart, you know? You there?
Yes, indeed. I'm there. I'm there. Me
All
there.
right. All right.
Me there. Yeah. So no, that's definitely conversation that I was having. You know, a few minutes ago and earlier today about the impact that AGI could potentially have. You know, because we know what the impact of AI is in 2023. We saw ChatGPT and all of the generators and everything that popped up, but AGI is a whole nother different, tool or intelligence for that matter. And a lot of the friction that they said was taking place behind the scenes, with the big wigs over there at Microsoft and everything. And then
Right.
with Google popping out and, releasing their competition to basically dethrone ChatGPT, there's this AI war. But on the other side of it, AI is being advanced directly through warfare. And is it real? Is the culprits behind that? But being that they have AI on the battlefield and their opposition or everybody who opposes them, they automatically have to either level up to their level, right? Or acquiesce to superior weaponry, which is something that, nobody is trying to do in this lifetime. Okay. So automatically by proxy, the quote unquote technology is going to quantum leap in a matter of a year, I would say. It's going to quantum leap because everybody.
It creates a new arms race because they was already battling for something called quantum
Quantum
supremacy.
supremacy.
And quantum supremacy is them being able to enable their weapon systems from space because the new wars will be fought from the higher levels, those those
Henceforth, right,
those
the Trump,
principalities they talk about with
the higher
like,
principality, right.
and yeah, so they're in an arms race with Japan and China and the rest of them to achieve quantum supremacy because only a quantum computer, he who cracks the code to the quantum computer achieves quantum supremacy. Because quantum supremacy is all about space. So that kind of seems to be, where we can see that the AI automatically is going to start what's considered to be an AI arms race. Because you got to have a competing system, you know, because they, like you said, it's going to be war, rumors of war. So depending on what coalition they form and what they're willing to step on, there's a few things that still have to play out in the what can be considered the altered prophetic timeline, right?
Yes.
You look at what the quote unquote Bible offers when they speak of Gog and Magog and things of that nature, right? There's a Greco part. They have to play a Hellenistic part of that aspect out in order to align it with what they have designed as quote unquote prophetic times. And then there's the actual timeline that's taking place that they don't want you to know about, that's been written about. But if you're not, studious into that particular, I think like Ross Ben was calling it earlier, the aspect of it being quote unquote dogmatic. But
Right.
yeah,
Because
people
see,
might.
the issue is, right? If I could just build on that real quick, one of the things we got to keep in our heavens when we talk about these things, right? I'm sure everyone in this session right here, right now, listening to us, right? Within themselves, they'll make a clear distinction between religion and spirituality, right? They would probably identify themselves as someone who's spiritually rooted, spiritually connected, and deal with ancestors, angels, Most High directly in their life, uh, and would consider themselves someone who would avoid dogmatic control of religious institutions, right? But will we make that same distinction between religion and the study of prophecy? Or will we just lump prophecy in with religion? Especially because many pastors, preachers, and popes use prophecy as a part of their dogmatic control mechanisms, you know? So that automatically puts a lot of people in a position where they're not even going to fuck with that rabbit hole of prophecy. For what? For who? That's some religious dogma that I don't even want the symbolism of it all up in my heavens, informing my reality, because because another thing too, the manipulated prophetic timelines and the manipulated prophecies is difficult to like learn them and uh know about them and keep productive emotions. 'Cause they say, just as far as like, end time revelations and all that, they say not even the dog that piss on the wall of Babylon shall escape the judgment. So if the dog that piss on the wall of Babylon ain't gonna escape the judgment, and here I am in the, you know, foundry of Babylon in the West here, the filthy Delphia,
Right.
with family, children, elders, right? How the hell am I going to get out of this thing if the dog that piss against the wall ain't going to escape it, right? So I'm just using that as one example of how if you want to live that reality where you're keeping emotions in your heart that will lead you to the timeline, because in saying that, what puts us on the timeline we want to be on, the quickest, the fastest, right? It's productive emotions in your heart. Your heart has a stronger magnetic field than your brain.
Right.
That's, uh, that's what it is. And so if you don't know the prophetic timeline that's going to keep you joyful, excited, thankful, like looking
Right.
forward, then what prophetic timeline are you on, and what end time is that going to lead you to? You
Right.
know?
What are you
So,
buying into?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So that is something that, and I didn't, I, I could say with full gratitude, one thing I am, one title I claim without apology. I'm a 40-year student of history, mystery, and prophecy. You know,
Right.
but I've been studying this thing for over 40 years,
Mm.
and it gives me a deeper insight, you know? And why I say student is because I recognize there's always whatever you think you know, however full you think your cup is, right? Come on now, you know? You fill your cup by the ocean of knowledge, talking about this is my knowledge right here. You got a cup. You standing by the ocean of knowledge. Come on now, you know? But still, as a 40-year student, I would say because the rabbit hole of prophecy is so wide and deep, you know? It ain't nothing. You got to be a rabbit to go into the rabbit hole of prophecy. You can't run around it like a rabbit, all quick and jittery and shit, in and out. Nah, you gotta be a turtle in the rabbit hole. The turtle wins. Who wins the race between the rabbit and the turtle?
Sure.
Right? It's the turtle. So who's gonna be able to go up in this rabbit hole of prophecy and come out, knowing what it is? Someone who could go in it, work through the unproductive emotions. I remember one time I bought there was this book that was named Prophecy, right? And it was a collection of all the prophecies from around the world. Are you familiar with that book?
No.
All right. But then I'm gonna pull it up so we could have it as a reference. But I
Right.
was so excited. This was in the earlys, you know? I was so excited when I saw this book and was like, oh man, I'm going to learn about the prophecies from around the world, Native American prophecy and Tibetan prophecy and this and that, right? Yo, that book put so much fear and like I damn near had a crisis of faith over that book, man. You
Yeah.
know? Like damn, is this, the bleak future
Right. Right.
we're manifesting for ourselves? But what it did is it made me, I was like, I couldn't accept it. I couldn't accept because even, that's what I'm talking about, the emotional response of
Right.
prophecy. That's even why I'm bringing this up, right? Because I couldn't accept that wise elders, our patriarchs, and our ancestries who their words resonated such truth, it was echoed through generations, right? That this was what they really wanted, that this was the fruit of their prophecy. I was like, nah, man, this shit ain't right, you know? So then it caused me to have to be like, yeah, discernment.
Mm.
We got to be able to discern manipulated prophecy from authentic prophecy. And we got to be able to uh, look at these manipulated prophecies, these distorted prophecies, in such a way that we could raw search them and still maintain productive emotion and not
Yeah.
get all spun out on these timelines these people want us, they want the planet to be on, you know?
Very. Yeah.
So
Got to be
I'm
rooted.
saying all to say I didn't start out studying prophecy thinking that this day would come where it was going to be so relevant and uh, I was going to be building on this thing for something other than myself, you
Right.
know? But I see the relevance of it now. I see how, again, ultimately productive emotions. I want to keep my magi, my fellow magi, who, what we say, the magi, uh, magically manifest through imagination, you know? We got to keep that imagination fueled with productive emotion. But we still at the same time need to know, we need to be able to discern real prophecy from bullshit prophecy because it's going to have a big impact on the historical events we witness in 24, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So can't wait. We're gonna follow it up, have a dynamic presentation, 7 strong from now. And we need the family to be there. Tell a friend, pull up. You definitely want to be able to get this information and properly set your compass to the direct navigation going into 24 so you can kick in the door. It's definitely going to be a 44 year and 20 plus more than that will lead you to 2044. So
Yes.
let's step into this Pluto and Aquarian age and understand that we're standing on top of this prophetic stage. And Pluto's transformation, Aquarius is humanity,
Yes.
technology, the pool of spirituality. And as I showed in my presentation just yesterday, even with them coming out of nowhere saying they have the best picture of Uranus, right? Just the other day, that's them invoking this whole Aquarian energy coming through.
Mm.
Because in the
Mm.
prophecy, Uranus represents the kingdom. So they just showed you that the heralding of the heavens are on their way by them giving you a new clear picture of Uranus, and it looks like a portal with the blue orbs around it.
Mm.
So that's part of the prophetic timeline as well, that's working with the astrological mythos of what this time represents, and the return of the Christ and the second coming also coinciding astrologically with the kingdom or Uranus coming back in this Aquarian age, bearing the waters. Um, so yeah, there's a divine prophetic timeline that's taking place at all times because that's just the narrative. And then it's everything else, this manipulation and the transliteration, and you know what I'm saying? And
Yes.
everything else that everything else is. So we have to be able to discern, even while you're being entertained and educated and edutained by this stuff, you still have to understand, at the end of the day, you have to ask the question, what does this mean to the eye, to the central root, because this can only be an outside TV screen, and it can only imbue you to do the inner work that's being reminded of you that needs to be done. Other than that, it's just entertainment.
Yeah. You
Are you
speaking on entertainment, right? Something that stood out to me in 23, related to the quantum quickening was the amount of movies and sci-fi series with time travel and time manipulation as a
Absolutely.
theme. What's your thoughts
Yeah.
on that?
Can I touch on that
Please,
quickly?
Yeah.
please.
I'm gonna let you go in, Blue. I just want to add before I forget and before we lose the connectivity of it all. They effectively took down what arguably would have been the most powerful melanated
Mm,
villain
mm,
and anti-hero,
mm,
not just in the Marvel universe, right?
mm.
Because the introduction of Kang the Conqueror and to the Marvel universe and to that timeline, because he's the king of the variants. You understand? His story perfectly lays out what they mean by multiple quote unquote timelines or multiple variants, or what everybody relates to when we say Jet Li the One,
Right.
right? His story is crazy, right? His origin story is bananas.
But his storyline has been playing out on Loki. So this past year on the Loki TV show, we have seen, right, how they manifested Kang the Conqueror and his many dimensional roles and characters. And you know what I mean? You got to see everything as it is. Like, we don't disconnect him from his role as Tick either. So we're seeing the whole scope of what he represents in the pantheon of the characters that he's played and how those characters have been the backdrop for the better amount of post 2020. You know what I'm saying?
He right. Because
And
remember,
he's
yes,
carrying
Blue. He
since then.
walked us through 2020
Walked us through it.
with with Lovecraft. He
With
lit
the
Right,
cult,
2020 with
right?
love.
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
right.
And we had the
Gave you that
Watchmen.
melanated occult. You thought you was in the Twilight Zone. You like, oh, this
Woo!
either got
You
to be
was
the
like
end of
it.
the world or the beginning of a new one. Because how they putting this on TV and everybody's home?
You knew the reset was
Real?
taking place, bro.
You
You
like,
was
oh,
like,
this is
hold
not
on. They
real.
just said what? Lovecraft was the shit that really kicked off the whole occult, metaphysical, that part of 2020 that really started going up. And then what year was the Watchmen? Because the Watchmen gave us the Dr. Manhattan as a black man
It was right before
with
that.
a Muslim name right before that.
Yeah. So there was precedent. Hollywood
And
started.
that's hold on, that was with Hooded Justice, the dude with the noose around his neck with the hood, who Kanye is emulating, right? Hooded Justice was from he was also Chi-Chi, but he was from the Watchman, and he had the hood with the noose around his neck. And throughout the whole story, they didn't know he was a black man.
Right.
And it was Lou Gossett.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Right?
When
But
did this come
Lovecraft
out?
came through. Lovecraft, that was in 2019, The Watchmen, that
The
they
Watch.
took off of the streaming platforms the other day. It's too much. It was a black man who was Dr. Manhattan. In the DC universe, keep in mind, Dr. Manhattan will kill Superman, right? And then Kang the Conqueror will kill Dr. Manhattan. Or that would be the fight of the set. That would be one of those battles that, I don't even know who would win out of that. But definitely Kang the Conqueror wipes out Superman and all of them. That's how powerful he is. And that he's not a regular villain. He's the villain of the villains. So Jonathan Majors was going to be the most major, quote unquote, action star of this new millennium if he was allowed to carry out, because in the press release, they said, Marvel said they're even curving Kang the Conqueror. Not only did they fire him for what? You know what his conviction was, right?
Yeah.
What was it? Tell it to them, Ross.
Well, to be honest, right? I be in my turtle shell, man. I don't be paying attention
It's
to
all
that
good.
shit.
Let's
right?
spill the tea. It's all good.
But when I heard he was guilty and I kind of saw a little uproar on social media, whatever, I was like, I mean, I had to inform myself, and
Yes, Doc.
I watched the video of the boy running.
Yes,
I ain't
Doc.
never
Man,
seen no
take
shit
off.
like that before, man. This big, burly, cock weasel nigga. This nigga like what? Like,
Yeah.
right?
Yo,
He was
talk
doing the
Yo,
about.
pin, he was doing
Hey,
the
walking
pin
down the
relay.
street.
Yeah,
Huh?
he was doing the pin relay.
What?
he was doing a running.
Yo,
He was doing a marathon, man.
yo. And
Hey,
still,
he was running through dimensions like King the Conqueror.
yo, and still
Hey,
was
Like
found
that.
guilty. Yo,
but look.
because
Okay,
that's what, let me
Right.
just say this, right? Because what made me even want to see it is because everybody was like, what's he guilty of? You guilty, fucking around with white girls, right?
right,
That's what made me have to see it with my
right.
own eyes. But when I did, I just have to agree. What was he guilty of? Damn. Slaying down with the wrong woman, man. God damn.
What did they convict him of though? Guess check this one out.
Tell me. Yeah, I don't
Blue,
know those
Blue, do you want
details.
to? It's so deep. Blue, do you want to add? Do you want to? You want to take that?
Finger,
Huh?
scratching a finger or breaking a
Yes.
finger and scratching the back
Yes.
of the neck.
Yes.
Scratching her finger.
Yes.
He
That's
went
what
for
he's
some years
guilty
with
of.
that.
Yes.
But
They
Emmett
gave him
Till,
aggravated assault
you
because he put her back in the Jeep
Yeah.
and they convicted him of scratching her finger on God.
Damn.
He lost $1 billion. I don't want to hear
Damn.
nothing about, oh, he don't add his bag up because King the Conqueror was going to take him into charted territories where, $1 billion really isn't nothing anymore, to be honest with you. But
Right.
anyway, they wiped him out for a scratch on a Becky's finger.
Damn.
If that was a sister or a Latina, it wouldn't have went to trial, right? No
Right.
I
disrespect.
mean, but look at the juxtaposition that they're showing you. Look what Diddy's alleged to have done to Cassie.
Mm.
She got a cool 30 mil out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
They're like, we
people
can't
like,
prosecute
man, he
him.
did what? And
Right.
Diddy,
He
oh, that
wait.
part got a hole at. What you talking about?
She
But
had to chase him down? Are
one
you
scratch
serious, guys? Like nobody.
one scratch on this Nordic woman's body.
Wow.
And she was the one she was the one aggressing and doing the chasing.
Yeah.
But again, they value what they consider to be their prized possession so much in their society that there's always been a repetitious amount of repercussions for violating or transgressing or trespassing against what they have considered to be whole. They go to war for her. They've
That's
already
right.
said that. Do we
That's
go to
right.
war for her is what needs to be established. And our unwillingness to go to war for her is going to put us in a very detrimental place.
That's right.
Because even when we see them people cosplaying, when they go to war for their country, that's still going to war for her.
Mm.
That's right.
As a feminine principle. So the question is, who are you willing to go to war for?
Right.
Saying because she has to be defended by any and all means. And they have a whole system that's set up to do that, regardless of how they treat her. You can't do that.
You can't
Right.
do that, bro.
Can't scratch
They
her
like,
ear.
nah.
It's
Yeah,
not
you can't.
Can't scratch her finger. Get out of here.
Nah, you can't do none of that. They could do all that.
Right.
Can't do that, bro.
They like you died for bumping her on elevators. You died for whistling at her. You died for
You feel me?
at her.
They like that shit ain't get rectified.
Yeah.
We still spinning for that.
Mm.
Like literally, they like, yo,
that lady just died last year. This is still modern as fuck history.
It's still modern history. Emmett Till's accuser just died last year. Sister Carol.
Or was it this year?
It wasn't. Did she kick it in 23?
It was too recent.
Alexa, it was too recent.
Yeah, that's the question that's being ignored at the end of the day. And the prophetic stage has to always keep that in mind. When it's going to register in our mind about, once again, the atonements that need to be made to put her back on the stage properly so she can be the sage for this prophetic stage moving
Uh,
forward. Because
uh,
it's going to have to deal with an aspect of intuitiveness, you know,
Hmm.
that year of magic. And the discernment is going to have to come more so from a feeling than it is from logic, because your logic is going to be trumped by the illusion based on the light shows that's about to take place.
right,
Mm.
right,
So you're logically attempting to make sense. You like, but I saw it though. But something inside of you was like, nah, son, that ain't it.
Right.
and I know y'all
Like,
had built on. There was a science with King T'Challa too, right?
Yep.
It sounds like like Jonathan Majors might even be an echo of what they played out with Bozeman.
He's connected to Michael, my
B.
dude, Michael Williams,
He's
who played what's the name? Omar.
he's connected to Omar, but he's also connected to um Michael B. Jordan, who's Killmonger,
Yes.
was
Who's killed?
connected directly to T'Challa. But both of them is in the Marvel universe as well. All of them are.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one big group. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Sun just crashed out too.
they clipped the king and they clipped the Kang.
Uh,
A Kang. A
uh,
Kang.
Damn.
Clipped Kang. Yeah, they before they clipped him before he even got on the
So we
stage,
gotta go
bro.
back to that what's the brother's name? Prince Ambassador. What's my dude name? Let's talk about the Disney curse.
Yes,
Yeah, we gotta go back to a conversation with him because
we
I
do.
damn,
His score is up.
yeah, if them Disney
God
curse
damn.
their score is up, like.
They up.
because he came
And,
out of
and hold
Disney
on,
too.
and he spoke. Hold on, let's rewind the clock. He spoke specifically about a hijacked prophetic timeline, and he
That's
said he
right.
represents the elders of Kenya near the edge of the mountains of the Kilimanjaro, and they have a pre-Hebraic ancient timeline. They
That's
have a
right.
they have a pre they have the old scripts. They got the scrolls that have not been tampered and altered. So we definitely
Huh?
got to get in contact and have him speak to you because he could explain. They got the whole original scrolls, but
Who?
this,
Dizzy?
huh?
Dizzy got the original scrolls.
No, not Disney. The elders at Mount Kilimanjaro in Kenya
Yeah, in Kenya.
Uh,
who have initiated this young man into their society, and he's a mouthpiece out here in the world saying that they stole information from this particular tribe and put that in the movie that they were not authorized to utilize, and they were forewarned to take the material out and make an apology, and if not, they were going to destroy that entire paradigm and make them pay and tear the whole universe down. And ever since they put that edict out, people been dropping like flies.
That's a
mm,
fact.
mm.
After like one after the other, and he always get up there and be like, "Yo, they was forewarned. We told them. We showed them." You know what I'm saying? And they not practicing no humility. And you know what I'm saying? Look at this shit. Like I couldn't make it up. If it ain't, yo, I'm talking about unprecedented receipts.
Mm.
Like they've been bumping their heads every turn that they make. So this could be part of it as well. You know what I mean? That they have violated and attempted to hijack the prophetic timelines by, manipulating it, putting it in movies, and then not showing it this proper respect. When these
Right.
people are wholly chosen intellect, and you don't do that to them because their
Yeah,
magic
you
act.
don't do it.
Yeah,
They
just
got
because
real
you ain't,
magic.
I mean it don't exist. Yeah,
I could
like
do magic.
people out here getting carried away, and they're being touched from a distance. So I definitely will want to revisit a conversation with the good brother and
Uh.
get some insight into his scrolls.
Can y'all see the
Yo.
screen?
Yeah. Yo, y'all should put him on to my that remote viewing video I did with the remote viewers.
Right.
Okay,
Y'all familiar with that one?
I don't think so.
I
I
don't
just
think so.
Oh man.
Yeah, I gotta
Cause
check that. Send that to
this
me,
group
please.
I will. These group of remote viewers,
Right.
yeah.
had reached out to me, the crypto viewer community, right?
Okay.
Crypto viewers.
Crypto
And
viewers. I
over
like that.
time, what they do is they use their remote viewing to see what's going on with the economy and then move their money accordingly, right?
Right, right.
Then they have what they call WUSA
Wusa.
projects, where it's like I guess they consider it just to keep them sharp.
Yeah.
They'll ask people that they think like, yeah, this would be a good person to ask. They'll ask on the remote view, give them a location.
Right.
Right.
So they had reached out to me asking for they wanted to remote view the most powerful mound in the world.
Wow.
And so I gave them the original 00 reference point, Mount Ruwenzori.
Mm-hmm.
And man, yeah. If y'all haven't seen that episode, you gotta check that out.
Oh, nah,
Please
drop
send that
that
to me
real
ASAP,
fast.
bro, before the show is over.
Yeah.
I'm
Let
sending it
me,
right now.
More.
man.
Yeah.
Is
So,
Jamal in the because
yeah.
uh that's what even got Jamal, the brethren Jamal, really big on my works when he saw this one and his
Okay.
thing, like everyone should be talking and building on this. This thing is important. I do agree, but here we go. Remote viewing, the most important mound in the world. That's the name of it. With Ross Ben and the crypto viewing team. But why I'm bringing it up is because it sounds like, because I'll be honest, right? When you see what they saw and everything, this is what
Mm.
they call Wakanda, man.
Mm.
But it's an underground city, not just some invisible city
That's right.
in a in a jungle,
That's right.
right? That's how they play Wakanda, but nah, this joint is
And why wouldn't there be underground cities when they were above ground cities? It doesn't even make sense when you think about it. If man had the mastery of masonry and building megalithic structures on the surface, what makes you think that, oh, we didn't know that there was an inner world. We didn't know that there were caves. We didn't know that there's you could build a city inside of you know underground the same way that you could do it above ground.
right, right, exactly. So, you know, I wonder if what the science this brethren is building on is related to this.
Right.
Right.
Right. So
Yeah, I just sent it to both of y'all.
look at I'm gonna vibe to that. So they say that his first major role was playing a younger version of Michael K. Williams' character Ken Jones. Jonathan and Michael will later reunite on Lovecraft Country, right? Which is the show that we were telling everybody came on HBO in 2020 and was the best show that year, hands down. There was no show on cable, on on the internet, anywhere that had more profound information to me personally than this one.
Can I throw something in real
Please
quick?
do.
I couldn't finish the series again
Yes, I
because of
know.
the emotional response. Even though I could tell they was dropping jewels,
Right.
something in it.
Yeah, they did
I,
have roadblocks.
yeah, I couldn't penetrate it fully.
Fast forward button, no. Yeah, but this movie or this series for that matter, it spoke about a melanated man who had a bloodline that was tied into a group of European who came from a prominent family, and they were doing all type of rituals, full moon rituals, sex rituals, blood rituals. They had grimoires. It involved entities from other dimensions, beasts,
Yeah, it was some wild shit in it.
you know, the KKK, racism, sundown towns, all of these things that were incorporated.
Did the
Great
most.
story. Huh?
They did the most in it. Yeah.
Yes, they did. So here we,
Amazing.
what you say?
They executed it amazingly. Think about Jordan Peele, kind of like laid the foundation for us to see melanated people in that particular, that lens, taken it to that extent,
Right.
mixing and merging with the backdrops of the culture.
He
And
was responsible for that?
no, I'm saying prior to that coming out,
Oh, I got you.
we
With
saw
so like with
movies,
Get Out.
Get Out, yeah, movies where he framed us in roles with white actors where, we were able to dominate a movie, but it wasn't just a black movie. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We
Right.
were carrying storylines. We were next to technology and you know what I'm saying? Like the horror and all of that stuff. He put all of the suspense in it.
Right.
It was a precursor for us to accept it. When Lovecraft Country came, we didn't even question it. We just went along with it. It was an anomaly,
It's a
though,
continuum.
right? Because Lovecraft himself is considered to be a racist, so he wouldn't even have cast melanated people in this role. It was a
Oh,
mashup.
definitely not.
Yeah.
Right, which made it very interesting, and especially coming out of HBO, there was scheduled to put out a show called The Confederates. There was going to be a depiction of what the world would be if the South won the Civil War. Then they give us this. No, first they give us The Watchmen, I believe. That was HBO. And then they hit us with this. So it was interesting. Hippolyta. There was a lot of good stuff. You know what I mean? So he had a meteoric rise after that, and your boy took, well, yeah, well, this is some, he took off and he became the hottest thing in Hollywood. And as we see, they basically crucified him.
Yo, back that up real quick. Because I heard about that cover, but I never saw it.
Oh, here you go. Zesty
Right.
Award goes to
Damn.
Yo, he looked like the final boss of Zesty Zelda.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like the dude you got to see at like after Koopa Troopa, or who's on that? Yeah, he's like stage 9 final boss. He got mad flowery powers.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my man, yeah.
That was right before he caught the charge, too.
Yeah, right before. They was getting him ripe, right? Look at the transformation though. You know what I'm saying? So when he's in Creed, he's talking that shit. But I'm gonna show you something real quick. This is, like I say, this is his breakout right here. This is what really puts him on the map. You know what I'm talking about? So this is how they take down and discredit. Now they're gonna discredit the whole goddamn because he hurt a Nordic woman's finger. We're gonna give you a rundown of some of these actors like Iron Man. What's his name? My dude, Rob. Yeah, Charlie Sheen and them. But here goes Lovecraft. You know what I mean? Jesse Smollett's sister in the middle and whatnot.
Right.
She plays his love interest. His name is Tick, like a ticking bomb. Tick, tick, tick. Right?
Or parasite tick.
Like, or a parasite tick, like a leech, right? So here is this movie that they're selling to the world as two melanated warriors, you know what I'm saying, going at it, great storyline. They do their run, right? They do their quote unquote run to promote the movie and sell it to the world, and they doing shit like this.
I heard about this too. Thank y'all. Thank you.
You heard about a lot of things.
I heard about these things, but I never seen them myself. Like, oh shit. They wilding with this man.
You know what I'm talking about?
Damn.
So Exactly. So here it is, right? You know that's not a black man behind the camera, right?
Uh,
You know that's not a real that's not a baddie that took that picture, right? So they putting on for these people.
Mm.
And because they put on for these people and whatnot, and they not standing on business, and they allow these people to play with them, and then they still strike them down, it just gives me, well, he got an offer that he refused. You know when they say you get an offer you can't refuse?
yeah.
He got an offer that he refused, and it was game over from right there. They
Didn't
start
you
playing.
didn't you have a slide that had him saying like he's not down with the fuckery in the industry? Was
When
that
he
him?
first came in, there you go. Right? He was raised in Texas by a single mother who's a pastor, right? He went to Yale School of Drama, and he appeared opposite Christian Bale. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. In what movie?
A movie called Hostiles. That was
Uh,
his first feature film. And
uh,
and then he was in The Last Black Man in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Then he was in Lovecraft, and then he was in Netflix's The Harder They Fall. Remember, that was the cowboy thing, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And then last year's fighter pilot drama, Devotion. And then he was going to be King the Conqueror. I promise you, King the Conqueror was going to have your man out of here, because that role is the biggest role. That's one of the biggest roles that Marvel has put together for their villains. Okay.
Right.
So, anybody, we just did on yesterday, right? Class number 1 for
And in Rome.
Rome 4.4, y'all.
Right.
So we've been cooking, and if y'all not a part of the Patreon, please join the Patreon. Y'all are getting billions of dollars worth of game. If Gillian Waller was giving out millions of dollars worth of game, Red and Blue Pill is giving out billions of dollars worth of game. That's a fact. Ross Ben is giving out billions of dollars worth of game, because the gift that keeps giving is the prophecy. I'm holding in my hand right now the prophecy stone. You see that?
Uh, uh.
You can see
How,
it?
how's it treating you, Star? How they treating you?
The minute you put this stone in my hand, everything changed. You
Uh,
see that performance that I'm on stage doing my verse and whatnot, and I'm just vibing?
yes.
I'm holding a prophecy stone.
Uh,
The 14 hours on the way back listening to Holy Ghost on the shrooms, I'm holding the prophecy stone. When I'm in Brooklyn and whatnot with Q Butter, and we making moves, I'm holding a prophet. Yo, bro. Once again, as always, right? And just the setting in which we were all in. You were there, Rosben, when we were in that room on Saturn Day. Can you share what that felt like to be amongst all of those gods and goddesses?
yo. Yeah, because I think no, I mentioned it here. Like, because for me, anytime I step in you don't just step into New York and it not be jive like an adventure.
Yeah.
Even just driving or just the transportation.
Right.
You on if you on public trans or you off the ferry or whatever. It's like getting there,
Right.
going through the tunnel or the bridge. You come out, it's like it's on.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
I had
Popping.
that whole
Right.
dimension. Started the day with Wayne Chandler at Nicholas,
Yes.
and then
Powerful.
rolling
I'm
up
talking
in
about Nicholas. I'm talking about the power in Nicholas with all of those, with everybody in that one building at first. That was
yeah, that's what I'm
monumental.
saying. But no, but I'm gonna tell you that Alkaline Oasis experience
Mm-hmm.
was New York squared.
Mm.
You know, it was
Right.
like cause right, I finally got to meet the Black Dot face to face.
Wait, what?
I
What you
met the
mean?
Black Dot.
Y'all never met?
not face to face. Now it's my first time in his presence.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, yeah. So that was a high honor. But then it was like I'm not as well versed in it as y'all, but the reality that this was the 50th year of hip hop
Right,
and where the industry and just where that whole scene is now. And then to be in the city, which was a cradle for the hip hop scene, and to see these two brethren, like, you know, take, like, oh, this is the plateau for the real hip hop 50 years later. Like, here, you know,
right.
this is the scene 50 years later. This is the next.
The next 50, baby.
And I could feel it, I could see it. And the people there, it seemed like everywhere I turned was a shining star, you know? And people, I was meeting people from all around the country.
That's right.
Ohio,
They pulled up.
they pulled up from a lot of different regions. And yeah, man, that thing was, you know.
Hold on. I got
And I had
something
a pair
right.
of prophecy stones on me too, as you know. So
Yes,
yeah, I
yes.
know the vibes, you know. Because
Man,
prophecy
about
stones really anchor you in the present, that you get the fullness of it, because, you know,
prophecy. Look, prophecy stone drip coming very soon. I
uh,
already got some
uh,
plans.
uh,
I'm telling you, I'm going crazy. No, because let me finish. I went home afterwards, and then I did the further research on the prophecy stones with the GPT.
uh,
Now, what I want to explain to people about what happened in 2023 that is equivalent to like a time jump or what is considered to be, a portal opened up. The conversation that you have with Google, you know what I mean? For people to get their information from Google, ask questions and stuff, the way that you interact with the chat bot, because remember, it's a search engine, then it's a chat bot, right? Two completely different things. The search engine is weak AI and it's an algorithm. You know what I mean? It's just an algorithm. It's an algorithm and it's really a search engine. A chatbot, on the other hand, is attached to a large language model which compiled all of the information from the internet, put it all together, crunched it and whatnot, and put it in it. And basically, the chatbot is connected to it, and it has all of that knowledge base connected, so it answers all kind of questions, and it's almost as if it's thinking.
right.
But the advantage what AI could created in this year that never existed before is the fact that we could interactively, interact with information, data, PDFs, ebooks, letters that we wrote, lyrics to our songs, transcripts of videos, transcripts of lectures, anything that's on the internet, right? You can now interface with something that is all intelligent, right? To the point that every other week, something comes out more intelligent. It's just
Boom.
with different names. I don't care about the names. I'm just looking at the parameters. I'm looking at the level of access that it's creating. I'm looking at the power that it represents. What opened up in 2023 was the access to tools that are considered godlike. You know what I'm saying? In the
Dang.
hands of gods, though, not in the
Uh,
hands of fools.
uh,
It's a tool for fools in the hands of fools, but it's the tool of gods in the hands of gods. This is creating gods around us, right? And in real time. So I wanted to say that, but I also wanted to say that I got a clip from that monumental album release party that you was talking about.
but
And that happens to
hold
be
up
it.
though, hold up,
Yes,
because you're
sir. Let's
leaving us
go.
hanging. what did the AI say about the prophecy stones, brother?
Oh my goodness. It said everything. It went super deep. It went super deep. It went very deep. But it just showed me how powerful the prophecy stones are. It just showed me how essential that they are, and the fact that we know about a lot of stones, but we don't know about prophecy stones, and that's about to change. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna send you some of the transcripts of the conversations that I was having, because I was taking it to, I was creating designs with prophecy stones after that, and all kind of stuff, worlds with prophecy stones. That's the power of ChatGPT. Like I tell people, the best $20 that I spent every month, which would equal up to 120, was that $20 subscription to openai.com. Because what it gave me is access to ChatGPT, which gave me access to DALL-E 3, right? Which is an image generator. This is one of the illest image generator, the easiest and the illest and the most advanced. Then it gave me access to the data analysis tool, where I could upload any type of data from spreadsheets to PDFs to anything that you could upload, and you could communicate with it right there. I could upload a PDF and say, make this into an ebook, make this into a cookbook, make this into a children's book, make this into a movie script, make this into anything that I want to tell it to do, because it does every and anything that you tell it to do. And it's at your hand, it's at your fingertips, and you have access and you have permission to do it all. Right? Yeah, you really do. And the people that's really catching this is the youth right now. So we're actually about to work with a whole school full of children and whatnot. We're making curriculums. I gifted the brother Q Butter, who has a whole school. He had a science fair in Brooklyn, right? The day after we was in Nicholas. And I gifted them the book. I said, give all of the children the book so they could learn about AI. You know what I mean? Because I wrote it earlier this year. It was the bestseller on Gumroad for a minute now. But everything jumped, everything quantum leap, everything shifted. Let me just share with y'all the possibility that we now exist in. This is the year 2023. ChatGPT is a year old in December, right? Moving forward, by the year 2025, 5-year-olds and up, right, will have the knowledge base. They will have the power to do what a 35 and 40-year-old man was doing 5 years prior to that. That is that, and then some. That's just the minimum. If a child, imagine ChatGPT, imagine the AI has a app where it could translate the language of a baby from day one, because they're saying something, right?
Right.
And whatever they say to the AI, it makes a picture of it. Because that's what it's doing right now. You could talk to ChatGPT. It could see, it could hear, and it could talk. Before, you had to type and use your hands, right? That's labor, right? This is part of a part of the course that I do called 40 AI and a Mule. But this is a piece of it that what's changing, right, is the fact that man is about to realize the 4-hour work week. The fact that man is going to be able to realize the 4-hour work week is because man does not have to do the level of labor that man had to do before to get the same results now. It's almost to the fact that man now could generate and create without even using his hands. When man uses his hands, that sweat equity, that's very intensive. That's like being in the field. That's what the beast of burdens are. The more advanced technology becomes, the more man's hands are freed up.
Because
AI,
right? Yeah. It's mind driven.
It's mind driven, right? It's mind. Yeah, it's all mind, man.
Biometric. Yes. When they merge the machine inside of man, you don't have to lift a hand, because the next piece of technology they're coming out is the mind mapping. They just came out with an AI breakthrough where the AI was able to take a thought and generate an image.
Right.
They're already covering it. So next year we're gonna see that, even with the Neuralink, right? There's gonna be intrusive technology and there's going to be non-intrusive technology.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Look, the Vision Pro
Right.
version 2.0 is going to do two things. It's going to be able to bring memories up in front of you in that screen. It's going to bring memories like it's real. You'll be able to walk in your memories.
Man.
And it's also going to be able to project whatever visions of the future that you have. It will take your vision, it will take your brain waves and put all of that into a virtual reality. So you will realize that this world that you're living in is a whole simulation, because they're going to be able to create
technology, Paul.
It's the Apple Vision Pro, right? And that's coming out, they said, in February or January from Apple. But it's going to be advanced by time it's a 2.0, because they opened it up. Like anybody watching this right now could go in and get the developer kit for the Vision Pro and develop an app or a tool for it right now. You have permission. You could be jobless, homeless. You could be doing 30 years. You could be in a box right now listening to this, as long as you got Wi-Fi. You could go to Apple. This is facts. You don't have to have a degree. You don't have to have you could have 18 felonies. You don't have to have you don't have to have a bank account. I don't know. But you could go and learn about the developer kit or the open source. They are open. It's open to developers. It's almost like in construction when they say we putting up a big tower right there, and then they say it's opening up to the contractors. Y'all build this shit out. And then when it builds out, they're like, yo, we open it up to vendors. We let people come in the stores. So this thing is opened up. You know, they let people come and design the new tools. So it's almost like when the iPhone came out and they're telling regular people, you could be the first people to build stores that are going to go on the iPhone tower. So they're telling regular people, you could build the tools, you could build the apps that's going to be in the Apple Vision Pro. That's going to be one of the best-selling tools that they ever came out. It might surpass the iPhone when it comes out. That's how groundbreaking it's about to be. But now, imagine if we put a program where we go on your vision quest in the virtual to the mounds. Free your mounds and your ass will follow. That tool, you know, that's a whole Rosbin game.
Whole VR tour.
A VR tour. Yeah, VR tour.
Look, you could do Mystic Philly right now with the meta glasses.
Facts.
Wow.
Program the whole meta glasses. It could be a whole personal, it's your block, it's your data, it's your, you know what I mean? It's your tour, it's your private information.
We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk.
We're gonna talk. Right. That's right. We're gonna talk. Let me play this right here, y'all. This is us at the Alkaline Oasis. That's gonna be the home for album releases and performances. The next performance is coming there is The Pills Got Something to Say right there that you see right here. You know what I'm talking about? We're going to shake the world up with this one. But check this out, y'all, and we'll be right back.
It's the elitists attacking the figures, they packing the seats, I'm packing like C4C. They said it won't happen again, like getting back with it.
Hold on. I have to rewind that.
Crushing the socials, rushing through Ukraine, touching the logos. Quasi-Kodo, touching the coastals. Ethiopia, touching the opals. And quasi-nobles, kissing the ring.
You niggas is Google, I'm ChatGPT, mixed with a bing, bing.
Lift every voice without lifting a thing.
The baby was born with the gift of sing.
I'm the next Elon, straight out of Pelon. Victory lapping, watching history happen, mystery cracking. It's the elitists attacking the fetus, they packing the seats, I'm packing like C4C. They said it won't happen again, like getting back with Adidas, and back with their heaters. Back in the sleepers, so black like a back of fajitas. Used to get stacks for the features, now niggas they pants with straps with the back of their sneakers. Just think I'm stacked with the teachers. We made them a promise and made us some comments. They gave us some homage, we ran the game, and the game is Madonna, no maiden, no honor.
Rebuking a priest like standing up,
I take the breath, God gave you the breathe. Breathe. Move the air from the wind and the breeze.
We're gonna do that one more time, y'all. Light up. Turn up. Blue go crazy too.
Rushing the Ukraine, touching the locals. Quasi-Kodo, touching the postals. Ethiopia touching the opals and quasi-nobles. Gets in the ring. You niggas is Google, I'm ChatGPT, miss with a bing. Lifting their voice without lifting a thing. The baby was born with a different can sing. I'm like Elon, straight out of Pelon. I'm victory lapping, watching history happen, mystery cracking. It's the elitists attacking the fetus, they attacking the seats, I'm packing like Cephas. They said it won't happen again like Jake and back with Adidas, he back with the heaters, back with the speakers, on back with the heaters. Usually get stacks for the features, now niggas they play with stacks with the pack of they sneakers. They sick them stack with the teachers. We made them a promise and made us some comments. They face some violence. We married the game and they gave us Madonna, no maiden, no honor. Rebuking the priest like Senator O'Connor. And I did that before she died, right, Blue? I dropped that before she died, too.
Factory.
That's a factory.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's that goddamn. Like I said, bar none, the energy on that track, that album is amazing, but the energy on that track is unrivaled.
That's unrivaled.
It
That
got
shit
a whole
is
spirit,
infectious.
it got a life in it, it got an entity in it. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Mhm.
Pure octane. Like,
Yeah, that's a turn up
I
right
gotta
there, boy.
perform that with
I
y'all.
can't wait to do that in front of
Yeah.
100,000.
And Cam
Yeah, that's a movie.
and Brother Rich was in his bag. Like,
Oh, Brother Rich was in his bag that night. Ooh, Lord.
y'all got no more footage? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm like,
nah. Mr. G caught some shit. He had the HD. He had the 4K, I mean, the little handheld shit. He caught him. He caught it from the stage view. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people that was taking their camera footage, though. It's one of those classics. You know what I'm talking about? It's one of those classics that, you know, you had to be there.
right.
Movie.
I'd have loved to have been on that stage. That's all I can say.
You'll be on the stage in a few, what? You'll be on the stage sooner than later, brother.
I'm speaking about that stage.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but nonetheless, yeah, I can only imagine. I know it's you can't imagine. You had to be there. It's one of them joints. I get it.
I think we're doing 3 of them. They not finished.
Okay.
Yeah, they doing about 3 more.
Get
They're
to
not
it.
finished. Hell no. That shit therapy, bro. I'm up there with Lux, KT up there sitting on the throne. You know what I'm talking about? Black Dot right there. You know, Nick is there. Nick is there with his peoples. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I know how much Nick put in that project.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it was good. It was good. You know, and the crowd was packed. Yo, I'm telling you, I'm walking through that shit. It's feeling like Q in Juice, nigga. He was going to do the deep. It felt like
It was
it
a
was packed.
scene.
It was a
Couldn't help
scene
but
back.
feel like it was.
Oh yeah, Ross was there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
it was on the movie set. Right.
Our people is dynamic, man. We got to stop sleeping on each other. I love my people. I don't got no problem with nobody. I don't got time for that. You know what I'm talking about? You know, you know, if that's the case, you get banished. But the people is beautiful. We need to get together more. Like I said, celebrate life a little bit more. We got music out. We got soundtracks. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all got reason to go and shake something.
Facts.
It's a nice playlist out there. Well, Blue got classics. Look, let me tell you something. The twin album, the blue side, the blue pill side with all the poetry, the Christ consciousness with him and Just B, all of that poetry. Yeah. Like y'all gotta hear that at a high octave. The Scorpion King album from 2016. Right. I mean, Men Lie, Women Lie. Albums don't. If it's a classic, play it. You know what I mean? Like Men Lie, Women Lie, classics don't. You play the album, you like, wait up. You did this when? But how you did that, and you talking about stuff that's going on right now. Right. When you listen to the Red Summer, why am I going at Diddy? Wait, the president is still acting unpresidential. Wait, I said, bitch, I'm in the Bronx and it's evil in my residential. This is in 2020. People didn't know how evil the Bronx was. They wasn't drilling when I did that song, bro. Now people like, yo, when you say New York, now I ain't going to the Bronx. It's evil in them residentials. And did you hear Joe Biden, the presidential? He acting unpresidential. If anybody ever acted unpresidential, it's your man who's out there with the Joe Biden tattoos and whatnot.
Look, family,
Yeah.
it's 11:44. I'm about to.
Yes, indeed. It was a beautiful show. I definitely want to say thank you, Blue Pill, for pulling up. I want to say thank you, Ross Ben, for pulling up. I want to say thank you for the audience. Did y'all get your ticket yet? That's the question. Let me put it in the chat one more again. Don't worry about people, you got to use the correct Cash App. That's Phil Moreland. We'll have the Rich Phil Cash App coming in a minute. But for now, Rich Moreland, the best way, send the money and your email. Okay? Send your email and you will get the link and you will get everything that you need. We will see you next week. We will also have another show where we will definitely give you some more information as to, what it is that's coming up in 2024. It's so much things going on, but I do want to, before I do get into 2024, y'all, there's so much to review in 23, correct?
Facts.
Because as we wind down to when the ball drops, this is like our tapes are rewinding. We're in divine reflection right now in this retrograde. And it's of such importance that there is some type of reflection, because I'm going to do the end of the year countdown on KTL. But I definitely want to give a little bit of, I would love to play the video that we did in January and just follow up and say what happened. Can we do that?
Yeah, let's do
Can we
that.
do prophecy check? Because we're talking about the prophecy, but let's give ourselves a prophecy check. As a matter of fact, I would ask if there's somebody in the audience, because we are all busy men. If we have volunteers in the audience who will volunteer to go, I will send you the show. I will send you the show. All we need you to do is to pause on the parts where we were prophesizing and line it up with the whatever prophecy that we said. Just cut it and put the video right in. Put the SpongeBob's a few seconds later, or and then put whatever that month was that the prophecy came true. This is called proof of work. This is how you leave behind legacy when you're gone. This is how you tell your story so no one has to tell your story. This is how you show your worth. Because in the future, the proof of work is going to make you like a Mansa Musa type. When you're going to show your proof of work, when you show your prophecy, when you show that you were doing things, because the blockchain is metadata, everything is timestamped. So if you could show that you was talking about something in 2010 that has a social value of trillions or billions of dollars right now in 2020, whatever, then there are going to be ways for you to profit off of your prophecy. But you got to have proper receipts. So we are making requests. And we're asking for volunteers that are out there, that are purveying and watching us, that are benefiting from watching us, that are familiar with us. But we're not familiar with their superpowers, their skills, their gifts, their talents, their resources, everything that they have to offer. We're saying, offer it to us, bring it to us. You know what I mean? We are what they saying on TikTok. We are available for new friends. That's all, because there's work to be done. And me and Blue Pill have a plethora, a body of work. They tried to, quote unquote, destroy the Death Star, but they don't know that there's other planets out there that have all of our stuff. But in that, I didn't get one email from one person, right? We lost the channel for 14 years. I didn't get one email, nor even one Cash App, really. That was like, yo, Red and Blue, we know that y'all built a media empire. We know that y'all we know that y'all are the twin pillars of the whole conscious movement. There's a galactic movement right now. The fathers of the, stepfathers or whatever. Nobody say, yo, Red, here's some footage that I have of you, or not, so it just shows us that we're on our own. Like Kanye said, I vibrate with everything that he said about it's just being us against everything. And the people that are aligned that decide that they want to stand next to the twins or the twin pillars and whatnot and not get crushed. So I'm just saying, let's make a concerted effort in this pillar prophecy because we're going into 2024. They're pancaking babies in your face and whatnot, and people still playing. You feel me? You waking up to real shit going on, and we throwing rocks, we throwing missiles at these same people who will pancake a whole building of people and be like, yo, what's up with that Pulitzer Prize Prize, yo? Y'all still gonna send us that? Yo, send us that money over here. People who are bold-faced. I'm talking about death. I'm talking about the synagogue of you know what. And the people who are on the front lines guiding the people away from all of that madness. When they make a request, or when they say, yo, form Voltron, or when they say, yeah, we got to meet up, we got work to do, or when they say, yo, let's get serious about everything. No time for no type of games. No time for no second guessing about nothing. If you scared, get a dog. But if you're ready to put in work, and if you're ready to build something, and if you're ready to make moves, because I promise you, moves could be made in 24 hours. That's how prepared everyone is. We've been playing this game as individuals, and the winning formula and the cheat code is to do what? Play it as a team. When you play it as a collective and play it as a team, you will win in this new economy. Let me give you a small list of people that are winning. I don't want to keep y'all forever. All right, peace, Blue. Peace.
All right.
Yeah, peace.
Big
Blue.
up, Star. Salute.
Big up, salute to the God. You know what I mean? Salute, King.
Peace out.
Right? So you got the Mexicans who we've all observed how they move and how they move as a unit, right? Even to the point where it comes time to them to come from their state, their country, into a whole nother country illegally, right? They can't necessarily move as individuals because that will get them picked off, and that's not the successful formula. So they learn that survival skill from the gate. Then they get here and they pile up in an apartment and whatnot. They actually have something called rotating shifts. So the way that they line up, the way that they work and whatnot is when 4 people are working, 4 people are sleeping. And then when 4 people are sleeping, 4 people are up and whatnot doing something else, and another 4 is doing another thing. You know what I'm talking about? That's 4 children and 4 people taking care of those children. And then they rotate this whole thing. So it's not like, oh, they, you know, people try to shame it, but they have working formulas that have effectiveness, because by time 5 years or even a year passes, all of that rotating that they're doing, they have equity, and they have the means to go ahead and keep building and keep building and keep building and keep building. You have the Indians, you know what I'm talking about? The red dot Indians, you have them moving as a collective and whatnot. When they buy, they don't buy as one person. They buy 100 of them. You know what I'm talking about? And that was the formula that I'm sharing with my stream chasers, right? Shout out to all of my stream chasers. Y'all see the logo. I'm talking about we out here stream chasing. You got to chase a stream. We don't need to dream. We don't got time. You know, we could chase a dream. We dream chasers, but we stream chasers. So I told the stream chasers that the way that you crack the code is that you go into places like the wholesale district and you go with 5 or 10 other businesses, right? And y'all put all your money together in one pot, one bag, one suitcase, one duffel bag, one whatever. You make it look very dramatic, of course. Pull it in a Louis suitcase, you know what I mean? Put it in a Louis leather duffel bag, or, you know, something, you know what I mean? Dump it out, like talk your shit. But you're going to represent 10 other businesses, but all they see is one person. They don't need to see 10 of you. They just see one person, one spokesman, one face of the whole thing. Then they like, okay, all right, cool. You doing big business. All right, what's going on with what y'all got going on? You know what I'm talking about? I want to know more. That's how you get people saying, you know what? I'm going to make you the first person that I call when I get the box, when I get the boxes of all of this exclusive stuff, because I know how you shopping. You know what I'm talking about? I know how you shopping. I know how you coming and whatnot. I know how I know that you're a valuable customer. And then you begin to build relationships, and then the prices go cheaper and cheaper and cheaper because 10 people are not trying to rush and prove to one person that they got money. You got to move like a committee. You got to move where you appoint people to do things with a purpose. Okay? That's what the Indians do. That's what the Chinese do. That's what the Asians do. That's what Africans are doing. And that's not what our people are doing. It's definitely not what this community is doing. I don't want to talk about what everybody else is doing, because I remember when we first started in this community, the idea was to create our own, not to talk about what everybody else is not doing or what everybody else is doing. That don't even, you know what I mean? That goes without saying. But we should be talking about what the hell are we building and what do we have to do in order to build this shit in real time and stop just talking about it. Generate this world that you speak of. Let's generate this community that we speak of. Go and read the book, The Network State. Please go and Google that. The Network State. As a matter of fact, let's go on a little trip on the internet real quick. We could go on a little trip. First and foremost, right? First and foremost, and I wanted to show this to Brother Rich. This right here, backstage.even. Oh no, this is even, right? This to me is the best website or the best option for anybody doing independent music right now and you want to get paid, right? And you want to get paid. Check out these releases. These are people that we know. These are people in our network. This is the fam right here. You know what I'm talking about? We got Trans Lee and Gray. They just dropped a project right there. You feel me? Called I Know We Ain't Tripping. You feel me? So they got, you know, all of the access available. You know what I'm saying? This right here is a way to pay the artist instead of that horrible business deal that they're trying to do on the streaming platforms where they be robbing people. You feel me? Where they be robbing people. So check out the artists that are a part of this platform. If you're an independent artist and you got music, I suggest you look into a platform such as this. Take your stuff off of them streaming platforms. Don't think that you're missing something. Even if you put something exclusive on some of these platforms, go and get your bread. Go and get your bread. If you create an art, I'm never giving away my art for free. I don't know what the hell is wrong with anybody. I would never give my art away for free. Nothing that I'm doing is for free. Not one thing. This conversation is the free thing. But what I create, which is called my intellectual property, out of my mind, out of my IP, nah, come on, are you serious? Are you serious? You wouldn't even respect it if it was that. So check this out. This is even. Go and check it out. Thank me later. All right. We also have a Christmas sale taking place, or a holiday sale for that matter. All right. I got a holiday sale going on the March 125th. Okay. This is the new collection that we have for holiday 23. Okay. This is 23 for 23, 23 new pieces for 2023. So these are the pieces. Check it out. We got some fire drip. This is embroidery here, right? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. This is that work right here. Stream chasers. You know. Y'all can see the screen, correct?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So yes, yes. Let me drop the promo code. We got a promo code, buy one and get one half off. All right. We got buy one and get one half off. And the promo code is KTL Media. If somebody could drop that in the chat, all capital, all caps, KTL Media. All right. That's your promo code for buy one, get one half off at the Mart 125th. All right. Anything that you're seeing here. So we got some fire drip, good prices, you know what I mean? Considering this is some classic shit right here. This is all of my artwork. This is my original artwork from the 90s. You know what I'm talking about? Yep. So the code is KTL Media. These will make some great gifts for Christmas, for Kwanzaa, for anything that you celebrate. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to celebrate something. You know what I mean? You got to celebrate something. Shit. Don't box yourself out. You celebrate something. You know. Gift giving is divine. Gift giving, that's divine. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't ever shame people for gift giving. Just don't participate in the ritual of the holy day that's called Christmas and Thanksgiving and Christopher Columbus Day, things like that. That's a done data. Like, you don't do that. That's almost like putting a curse on yourself. That's almost like putting a curse on yourself. You don't want to do that. You know? Yeah, Kali Mama, you know? So yeah, I'll drop the site. I'll drop the site in the chat room. You know what I'm saying? Kings County, make Gaza great again. This was causing a lot of commotion at Art Basel. When I say I body Art Basel, I gotta put the footage out because I have some footage, but I've been mad busy. I got a lot of footage. But yeah, we was killing Art Basel with these shirts right here. You know. What else? What I'm supposed to be showing? Make sure y'all sign up to the Patreon. All right, we got the Patreon. It's lit. Patreon is turned up. We got classics up there. For people that just finding out about us, you get to see the classics, the archives going all the way back into this is 2019 or no 2018, I believe, when Black Magic was called UGR TV. You feel me? This is me at Dr. Phil Valentine's lecture back in 2017, right? That's classic shit. Then we have AI information all day. We got AI information coming through all day, just flooding the timeline so you could learn some things. Here's the Holy Ghost album listening. Let's check this out.
First of all, I want to thank you, Rich, for giving us an opportunity, not just now, but going back to 2016. You were one of the first people to give us an opportunity to share our story with people. I also want to acknowledge my family over here. Please stand up. And also, from my first we represent a family that is a pre-contact family. I descend from not only the indigenous Lenape of Monmouth County, I also descend from some of the first Africans that came into the Monmouth County area, and I descend from some of the first Europeans that came here. So we represent the remnants of the indigenous nations that were left behind. Majority of the remnants that were left behind because we were had an admixture. And because we had an admixture, we could blend in as either black or white.
So you have a lot of families that are still here that are tied directly into their indigenous nations. We still have ties to what is known as the Delaware Nation out in Oklahoma. We're not a part of that nation. We're cousins of them. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that we have an admixture. And I know there's a lot of confusion about people trying to claim who the original tribes are, who the original natives are. The confusion comes from the traditions of each clan. Each clan has a different tradition. So many of the clans that intermix with people of African descent, with Europeans, these were more traditional clans who looked at human beings as human beings, not as races or colors. We're also in the midst of fighting a court case under the same experience.
I came a long way from the dirt. I was a lost stray on the search, trying to ignore pain, but it hurts. Negative thoughts make it worse. I was like Kanye in the crash. I feel like God gave me a curse. Now I know God gave me a gift. Feeling like Kanye in the church. I came a long way from the dirt. I was a lost stray on the search, trying to ignore pain, but it hurts. Negative thoughts make it worse. I was like Kanye in the crash. I feel like God gave me a curse. Now I know God gave me a gift. Feeling like Kanye in the church.
Quick story. Let me tell you a real quick story before we go to the next track.
Stop playing with me.
That track came about. That's it. The aggression in that track. Cam knows it. Cam was in my house at the time. Yo, I got into an argument.
Right down the street.
Right down the street. 2 blocks away. I got into an argument with my girl.
Yes. So yeah, man. We also have a sale at KTL University, 44% off of any lecture, and the promo code is holiday. All right, holiday at KTL University, 44% off of any lecture. I'm going to show y'all real quick KTL University, in case you've never seen it, because we had such a great year and y'all have been so supportive and whatnot. So supportive. You know, we definitely have opened up a deal, a promo code. I believe this is gonna last until the New Year's. Okay. So this is 44% off of any lecture, and the promo code is holiday right at the checkout. Holiday. Okay, you're good. Holiday. KTL University. This is a great way to thank me and Blue for all of the consistent work that we've done. I hate asking people for any type of donations, because at the end of the day, that's not really what you know, we're not donation based. What we are is we have products and we have services. So we believe in fair exchange, no robbery. So the best way to say, yo, good looking, bro, for doing what y'all been doing the whole year, right? Let's just read some of the titles of what this year was for us, because you could tell it by your works. Faith without works, right? No faith without works. So this is 2020 year in review. So this is me. I'm doing the same thing this year. I do it every single year. I've been doing it consistently since 18, right? So I'll be doing 23. So the first thing we did was quantum quickening, right? So this is how you check red and blue pills credit. This is how you assess and add up, you know, okay, these brothers were working. This is what they were doing since the beginning of the year. This is what they're doing at the end of the year. I just want people to run my background check. I just want my credit ran. Who do I talk to? Who do I run to? Who can you run to? Right? So quantum quickening, okay? 2013 will feel like one of those years that's moving at an accelerated pace. This is January 15, mind you, pardon me. Quantum quickening, right? 2023 will feel like one of those years that's moving at an accelerated pace. Sound effects. If you don't brace yourself for the quickening, it says you might just miss the ride of a lifetime. Join us in the year of the water rabbit as we go down the rabbit hole navigated by yours truly, Blue Pillar 44, who also happens to be born in the year of the rabbit. We will explore Law of 44 and how it impacts this period of Pluto in Aquarius, right? So that's a must see, right? I challenge anybody who's keeping up with the works that me and my brother is doing to go ahead and watch that lecture just to measure out how on point, right? And how quote unquote precise your teachers are, right? Because that's what the end of the year is about. It's about assessing the work that people have done this year. So, you know, moving forward, right? Who are these people that you're going to be working with? Who can you run to? Because where you get your information from and how you get your information from, it's very important, you know? So let us go back to the site. Let me give you the site for the clothing too. That's the mark125.com. Just the mark125.com. And I'll drop that in the chat. Right? And the promo code for that is KTL Media. Let me write that out. KTL Media. Boom. Let me feed my people over here. Boom. KTL Media. Get a gift for your husband. Get a gift for your brother. Get a gift for everybody in your family. And they'll be like, yo, you a legend. You knew about Red Pill back then? You'd be like, stop playing with me. You know I'm tapped in. Y'all crazy. I wish I was in y'all position. Y'all wildin'. Get that merch. Because that's what this is. This is that merch. You know, we're gonna be wearing this when we pop out in these videos. So get you that merch when the deal is in front of you. What's this right here? Okay, yeah. So quantum quickening, boom. And then right in January, I put out Prompt Engineering 101, the official study guide of Prompt Master Flex. Thousands of prompts for your imagination to travel through the multiverse and walk through portals of infinite thought. Are you struggling to come up with effective prompts? Prepared by an experienced prompt engineering educator, Prompt Master Flex, this ebook is a resource for anyone looking for practical tips and real-world examples to inspire and motivate. One of my best sellers that's been selling ever since I put it out. Then I put out AI for Starseeds. This 148-page ebook explores the fascinating world of artificial intelligence and how it is used in our everyday lives. Children will be able to learn the science behind what AI is, what it does, and how it works. The book also has a glossary of terms with definitions and gives real-world examples to help illustrate concepts. There is also a section for parents and educators, as well as photos of AI-generated artwork. This too, one of my best sellers. This too sells I wake up every other day, this is selling. This thing still sells. This is only selling really by word of mouth because I don't even promote all of this stuff because I got so much going on. This sells by word of mouth. There's parents that hit me up and be like, yo, I'm getting 5 of those. There's homeschoolers that's buying 10 of them. So that was something that I was, I'm going to do more of these children books. I'm very proud of myself for, thinking about the children, you know what I mean? And that's going to, just the karma that comes with knowing that I woke a child who know nothing about AI And when they finish, I don't care what age the child is, because I didn't write it mad deep and whatnot to where they won't understand it. I made this very friendly for both children and adults. I laid it out. I will help you. It's almost like AI for dummies, right? But it's not for dummies because I don't know what that is. It's for star seeds because they are the ones that are going to benefit off of the technology more than anyone. These boss babies, these digital children, these children that are using tablets at 1, 2, and 3. You know what I mean? Like, let them take this thing where it needs to go. Now, this right here in October, right, to show you, I promise you, you talk about prophecy. You want to talk about prophecy. You want to talk about run it up. You want to talk about do your home. Yeah, check this out. Check out the pivot in time. The brother laid it out. The masterclass featuring Ras Ben. What else can I say? You know what I mean? A prophet, you know what I'm saying? A soothsayer, you know, a manifestor. Follow us on this quantum journey featuring the brother Ras Ben, esoteric teacher and distinguished author. A Pivot in Time is a 4-week exploration of ancient accounts of human origins and extraterrestrial contact, the mysteries of the Dogon tribe of West Africa and their connection to the Sirius star system, star nations, spiritual encounters, and utilizing economic alchemy will also be discussed. Book giveaway, right? He bodied this shit. He bodied it. You need to check that out. Dark Matter Timing, okay? Dark Matter Timing featuring A.A. Rashid and Red Pillar and Blue Pillar, okay? Right in September 10th, right when this thing really started to take off. The S and Jason, right? It was the dog days of the summer, but the dog days of the summer was leading up to where we were at right here in the dark matter time. And when we did this thing right here in Atlanta, DMT 23, this is an overlooked lecture. I think I put it on my Patreon, but if not, I'm gonna re-upload it. Dark Matter Think Tank presents DMT 23, Dark Matter Timing featuring Red Pill, Blue Pill, A.A. Rashid. As light emerges from darkness, so does intelligence. As light has a trajectory, so does hero's journey. 3 Scorpios tell their hero's journey through art, music, and memorabilia. We will also explore dark truths regarding living traditions of African spirituality, blinded by the light of religion. Video replay now available. So yeah, this lecture is available. All of these lectures are available. When in Rome 3. Bro, when I say this lecture right here is filled up with all kind of prophecy, I'm biased because it's me. I just need somebody. Matter of fact, I need somebody. I need a publicist, man. But I need somebody else to read these things. You know, 2/13/23, right? February, right around the time of what they call Valentine's Day. So When in Rome 3, right? When in Rome 1 is crazy. When in Rome 2 is crazy. When in Rome 3 is crazy. When in Rome 4.4 is crazy. After covering the science and spirituality angle via our quantum quickening, Red and Blue delve into the religious and political implications of 2023 via their ongoing series, When in Rome. We will dive deep into the mechanics that are powering some of the paradigm shifting changes taking place on this planet as technology threatens to upend the social order and usher in the age of Aquarius. Then we have American God 7, right? Dog Days Decoded. Where's my dude at? Where is I had King the Conqueror. He's on the other flyer. I did 2 flyers. King the Conqueror is on that flyer. There you go. I knew he was there. There you go. There you go, King the Conqueror right there. Yo, I promise you, this is in July. I went in on King the Conqueror in this lecture right here. Follow Red and Blue on a trail of esoteric wisdom from the origins of hip hop's first generation to the 50th year of hip hop, the artificial generation learn how celebrity, right? Then we have almighty intelligence, harnessing the power of the human mind with artificial intelligence. This was in January, right? This was in January. Okay. Then we got Masters of the Universe. This was the workshop. How to use AI to 10x your productivity, automate your workflows, scale any business in 60 days. How to use AI to assist in your own personal development, growth hacks, mind mapping. How to use API from AI tools to build profitable digital assets. How to program chatbot models. How to use AI to create unlimited revenue streams. How to benefit from generative AI and diffusion model. I laid all of that out. I got people who literally have become multimillionaires in a span of a few months. All facts. I'll bring them on at the end of the year show. Then here's the workshop 40 AI and a Mule. The year is 2024. AI is here. Are you prepared to unlock the full potential and take your productivity and wealth opportunities to the next level? This course will cover how to use AI to be more productive, how to create income streams using AI, prompt engineering, AI artwork, and more. You will also receive 2 ebooks when you register for the course. So that right there is KTL University, ladies and gentlemen. And that's just a smidgen of some of the work that we've been doing. But I need to put more stuff up there because we did a lot more. That's just the beginning of the year, how we started out. To show you what it is, that's just the beginning of the year right here. But it's been a beautiful year, man. The book club is coming. Okay, the book club is coming. We're going to put more books in the book club. We're going to fill this up with some powerful books, especially with all of the information that we've been covering. This is a must right here. This is a must. Me and Rich was reading this in 2016. This book is crazy, So we got the Patreon, all of these Patreon classes. Come and get all of this work, yo. We got all of these Patreon classes. This thing right here that I did with Chicago Crypto, this thing right here created another group of people who have become rich and wealthy. Mark my word, I changed lives, bro. We changed lives with these master classes. Ra'aku in July, we changed lives with these classes. That's a fact. We changed lives, bro. We put on for the people. All I want somebody to do is to run my credit, review my works. I'm biased. I can't audit myself. Review the works, y'all. Review the works. You know what I'm talking about? We had to go with the precious metals with brother in Cairo. Rainbow opal. Oh man, bro. Come on, man. We went crazy, bro. Cool, the fundamentals of cosmophysics. We went crazy this year. You feel me? In spite of everything, we went bananas. So that's what it is. And we got the clothing, the new drip is here, the KTL merch is here, the artwork is here. Next year the toys is coming, the video game is coming. You know what I'm talking about? We got the artwork, the drip. Rich Phil is active, baby. You know what I'm talking about? I don't settle for anything. I'm not settling. Rich Phil is not settling. You know what I'm talking about? Rich Phil is King. I think I might take King the Conqueror's place. But the music is coming. Oh my goodness, you have no idea. I'm so excited. Man, look out for that. Look out for that and support that when it comes out. We are not rocking with no streaming network. Don't look for us on Apple Music. Don't look for us in none of them places. We selling our shit right through Bang Zoodle and right through that website that I showed you just now. And we'll let everybody know everything coming up. But with that being said, I'm out. Love and light to the family.
All right, Star, big up, salute.
Yes, please close out, Ross. I went
All
on
right.
a whole, yeah, my close out, please, King.
Right, good.
Remind them that what we got coming up. I'm gonna pull up this video, I Could Do Magic. Ross, you still there? Okay, bounce. All right, let me go and pull this video up so we could end it on a musical note. You know what I'm saying? We could use it on a musical note. But we have Ross Ben coming up for the end of the year. And then we have King Simon. And then we have Ra Aku. And then we have Brother Oba. Please get excited. You know, we working. We working. We want to make sure that the year ends properly for you, you know, the way that it's supposed to end. So we're going to give you all of the tools, not AI tools, not artificial intelligence, ancestral intelligence, almighty intelligence. We've been comparing the two, you know, and we've been showing you how you could actually use both of them, like how Seven Bomar has shown you. You could use almighty intelligence to build artificial intelligence. That's what he did with Sybil AI, you know? So we'll continue this conversation, man. We just getting started. You know what I'm talking about? Love and light to the family, man. Y'all stay dangerous.
Started out with nothing. Now I got a whole lot of something. Breaking through the.
We hit that Cash App, y'all. Hit that Cash App. I Could Do Magic.
Yeah.
Get them tickets.
Started out with nothing. Now I got a whole lot of something. Breaking through the roof. Willy Wonka when he pressed the button. When I do a money ritual, all of a sudden money started coming. Then I cut the Holy Ghost. I still be rhyming even when I'm mumbling. You repeat my name 3 times. While you staring in the mirror, battle will appear like poof. I came from out of thin air. To me the gun is like a magic wand. I make a problem disappear. I never hated tape out his mouth. Just to turn him to veneer. I can do magic. 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 When I open up my mouth, I can move masses. Black magic on the beat, turn it to a classic. I'ma take the money out the bank, then I'ma put it in a mattress. Told me the niggas gotta pick the car, so I turn it to my own fashion. I'm the original AI, I don't gotta go to practice. I got the answer for all the questions, you don't even gotta ask it. Pop, 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 pop. Heard another rapper got blasted. True, DMT, Molly, X, I'ma mix it all up with the acid. I can do magic, I can do magic. 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 Call me Houdini, the way I remove chains, I make it look so easy. When I camp low, make the money fall from the sky like it's so cheaty, too creepy. When I wanna talk to them, I'm a wizard, I use Ouija. Audio, side partner, take the pipe down. Call her Luigi, I'm the blue genie. When I do a magic spell, I say hocus pocus, get the cauldron smoke, dip in the dopest pose. I know who the Holy Ghost, Alakazam. I do magic like Shaq and Kazam, on the magic like Shaq and Orlando. Yo, come from a magical land, feel like Urban Johnson on the Lakers. I got some talented magical hands. If you pass it to me near the basket, I'll do an immaculate slam. Damn, abracadabra, turn imagination into matter. I've been turning outs into cadavers. I'm the Alpha and the Omega. I'm a being of before and after. I'm a magician, I'm the alchemist winning the kitchen. I got a secret recipe I'm mixing. If you witness Jehovah, you snitching. Are you Christian? No, I'm different. I created a whole new religion. I be making accurate predictions. Life is like an episode of Simpsons. I can do magic, I can do magic. 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 I can do magic, I can do magic.